everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today this is the look that I created. It's a really pretty like cranberry, just really pretty look for a date night. And I know that this look is a lot more dramatic than a lot of people would go in with, and especially the lip. And I really love the whole like tone on tone kind of a look going on here. If you're someone who does not like a really deep look and you don't like to wear really deep shades, which is very understandable, I didn't for a long time. But don't worry, I went ahead and included a very pretty nude pinky shade as an alternative so you guys can kind of see the look with the nude lip and this look. But this is the shade Baracuda by Colourpop, and I went ahead and used some of Colourpop's new eyeshadows. So if you guys would like to see how all of these new eyeshadows worked, I also went ahead and used a little bit of the Modern Renaissance palette. But if you want to see how these gorgeous shades and then the shades from the High Maintenance palette from Colourpop worked, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I just realized that I forgot to go ahead and prime my eyes, so I went ahead and did that off camera. But now I'm going to be going in with that Wake Up Call shade, and I'm going to be applying this right into my crease and starting out in the very crease, and I will work my way up towards the brow because we don't want all of the pigment right up by our brow. We want to really fade the eyeshadow. Now we're going to be mixing three shades here. You totally don't need to do this, but I'm going to be mixing Golden Ochre, Burnt Orange, and Raw Sienna. This is just going to slowly deepen up the crease. Now as you can see, I'm not taking this up towards the brow as far as I did, but just really keeping it in my crease. But I'm not completely strictly keeping it in my crease, if that makes sense. But we don't want to bring it too far up the brow bone because we really want to keep that transition shade in the look, and we don't want to wash it away. Now I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush. I'm just going to be blending those shades just to make sure that everything is blended really well. Now it's time to go in with Real Gar. I'm going to be picking Real Gar up on my Morphe M443 brush. I'm going to be taking this shade and really starting on my outer part of my crease. Now I didn't pick up that much, well I tapped off a lot of the powder just so that I could really have a lot of control over where I was placing this color, because we don't want to go in with a lot of pigment because it's a lot easier to blend out less product than a lot of product. And just by doing this, it's just going to really help the blending process, and I will go in with more of this shade. Now I'm going to be going back in with that transition shade. I think it's time to go in with some of the hot pinks and violets, or whatever color you want to call these, from the Colourpop High Maintenance palette. But I think I want to try and incorporate as many of these as I can. I'm going to start off by going in with one of these shades from the High Maintenance palette. I'm going to be going in with the shade Get Out, and I'm going to be taking this shade on like the standard Anastasia brush that comes in the palette. I'm going to start off by placing this shade into my outer crease, the outer V of my eye, and then I'm going to slowly take this into the crease. We don't want to bring this up high at all. I'm going to go back in with Real Gar again and really blend out that crease because I feel like we're losing that orange shade just a bit. going to be taking the shade Stay Golden. It's a lot more hot pink than it's showing up on camera. I'm just going to be focusing this on the inner and outer part of my eye. I don't know if I like that now. I'm just going to blend it a little bit. I like how it's brighter. I don't know, maybe I will like it. Now I'm going to go back in with that Real Gar shade. And as you guys can tell, this is definitely a smoky eye that is definitely going to take some time to go ahead and blend out. But so far it's turning out really pretty. I'm going to be taking the shade Cute Alert. It's just this more deep shade right here, and honestly it doesn't really look much different. You really don't need to do this. I just want to place a little bit of it right on the outer parts of my eye. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go in with the center shade for our lid. I'm going to be taking this really pretty foiled eyeshadow right here. This is in the shade High Strung, and this is from the High Maintenance palette. I'm going to go ahead and take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer, placing this primer in the center of my lid. If you do get it on the inner corner and the outer corner, don't worry, we're going to go ahead and blend. We're going to go ahead and blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with that shade on my ring finger. I'm just going to go ahead and take that Anastasia brush again, and I'm just going to blend our eyeshadows into that center just to diffuse the edges. Alright, so now this is the time where I like to go ahead and just make sure that really everything is blended. Like, I feel like I have like a little bit of blending that I need to do right here, but I also like to go ahead and bring in the transition shade, and I'll take that Real Gar shade. So if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing here for the next step, it's going to be really perfecting everything, blending everything, making sure that all of the colors don't get lost. So I just made the decision that I want to go ahead and spray my brush, and I'm going to be going in with that really pretty metallic rose gold shade. Now I'm going to be going in with foundation. I'm going to be taking an oldie but a goodie. Now, to be completely honest, I've talked about this foundation before and it wasn't very good. I used to love the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I don't know what happened to it. It just would break up on my skin, and recently I tried it again and I liked it again. So I'm going to be going ahead and putting some product on the back of my hand. But I'm going to be taking my Eco Tools Beauty Blender. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely dark. But once you blend it out, it doesn't look as bad. Plus, we will fix that with concealer. I think I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and just brightening the under eye area with this. Taking the new Wet n Wild Mega Cushion highlighter. I'm just going to start placing this on the tops of my cheekbones. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. Now, it's not a very like bam highlight, but it's very subtle, very dewy, and it just looks so pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start setting my face. I basically want to put more of my powder on those areas that I didn't highlight and set it more, and then basically whatever I have left on my brush, that's where I'm going to put my powder. I'm just going to be taking my Wet n Wild. It's a contour powder, but it's a little more warm. I have it in light. So I'm just going to pick up barely anything on the brush. I'm just going to place this around my temples. I really don't want to bring in any product just because I want to keep it like really subtle in like my skin tone. But we're just going to add a little bit of warmth. I'm really liking how dewy this skin is looking. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I can go ahead and add winged liner, eyeliner if you want. I don't think I'm going to. We are going to be going in with the Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to be doing my lower lash line with this brush. I want to do the same thing to my lower lash line as I did to my upper part of my eye. Taking this shade right here that we put on the inner and the outer corner of our eye. I'm going to be picking that up on this brush. And then I'm also going to be taking up one little tap of Real Gar. I'm going to be going in with more of that pink shade. But I think I'm going to pick it up on my pencil brush. Bring that hot pink shade in. And this is just going to really help smoke it out, but also not lose that color. Alright, so I'm really liking how smoky it's looking and how blended it looks. I'm just going to be taking that Morphe definer brush, again the Morphe M432, and I'm going to be taking a little bit of Cypress Umber in the Modern Renaissance palette. It's just that deep chocolatey brown. And I'm going to place this on the outer part of my eye. I'm going to go back in with that pink shade. And now I'm going to finally take Wake Up Call, that transition shade, and I'm just going to blend everything out. I'll be taking the Ulta Makeup Setting Spray. I'm just going to be spraying my brush just a little bit. I'm going to be taking a mixture of Primavera and Vermeer from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just going to be taking a mixture of Vermeer and Primavera as well to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to be going in and doing my mascara. I'm going to be taking two mascaras. I'm going to be taking the Max Factor Masterpiece Max mascara, and then I'm also going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Slim mascara for my lower lash line. I'm going to go into my eyelash bin. This is just one of my eyelash pins. I'm going to use a style that I have not used in a while, and they're so pretty. These are the Dodo Lashes D207. I have an eyelash coupon code, so if you want to go ahead and pick these up, these are one of my favorite pairs from them. I went ahead and put on the lashes and did my mascara, and then I put some black eyeliner, which I thought I was filming, but I wasn't when I was putting this on. And it is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. It looks a lot more brown, but it's just like a pinky nude shade. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Julienne's Nude lipstick, and this is in the color Shea line. So here's the first like alternative that you could have. This is just a really pretty, nice, light nude color. So honestly, you could go in with a shade that's going to really match the eyes, which the shade that I have here is the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Baracuda. You could also wear a really dark vampy color with this lip. I don't know which one I want to go in with. So I decided to go in with the shade Baracuda by Colourpop. It is a ultra satin lip, and I feel like the tone on tone just looked so much better than the really deep color here. I'm really liking how the lip is looking now. Just the tone on tone makes it so awesome. It's just a very deep cranberry look. I just went ahead and like slicked my hair back and then straightened my ponytail just to have a more like slicked back kind of look, and plus I have to go to work. Here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's just a perfect look that is really deep and cranberry and purpley and just great for like a date night for Valentine's Day. Now of course I went with a more natural dewiness. You guys can obviously see that there is definitely a dewiness and definitely a little bit of a highlighted look to my face. I'm going to leave it the way it is, but you could go ahead and add more highlighter if you would like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to go ahead and subscribe if you aren't already to see more videos like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys think of this look, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!